Good morning, everybody. Connor here, and we are in Ankeny getting ready to start a new project. So this isn't like a fresh project. This is sort of a remodel, revamp, little pond surgery, whatever you want to call it. Should be a fun little deal. So we are in this backyard right here, and our goal is to turn this pond and stream into a pondless waterfall system. So to do that, we will be removing this pond, putting it in a basin, attaching it into our stream, and that's how you will turn this pond into a pondless system. So homeowners moved into this house a couple years back. They've really enjoyed this system. It wasn't something that really drew them to the house, but they really found they enjoyed using the area. The pond is just a little bit too much maintenance. So systems, if they're running right, surely shouldn't be too much maintenance no matter what you use, but one system that's going to be lower maintenance than the other is going to be that pondless waterfall system. So the goal for this is to lower the maintenance load for the homeowners. So we're going to get everything ripped out, reuse some of the rock work to sort of rebuild some falls, make a little bit of slow pooling stream section. And today the goal is get everything removed, get the basin sort of put in place and installed, so then tomorrow we can show up with a trailer full of dirt, start filling in this big hole we're about ready to create, redo some rock work, and be wrapped up. Alright guys, so working our way through tearing stuff out, and as you can see, we found ourselves a pretty good depth of pea gravel on this shelf. So it's a lot more gravel than what we thought was going to be here, so it's going to be a little bit longer shoveling over here and then the other areas where our shelves are, because I assume that is a consistency throughout this whole pond. But also, one thing I want to say about this, the reason why we don't like 9 inches of rock on top of our shelves is because everything down here becomes stagnant, and it's really hard to clean as well too, especially when you get into the smaller pea gravel stuff. So what we like, if we're doing ponds, we want to do a size of gravel that's about this, because it sort of holds in place a little bit better. It's got more space in between each rock, so it's easier to clean around during the springtime when we're doing our clean outs. And we don't want it this deep because, like I said, everything just becomes anaerobic and stagnant down in the bottom. So alrighty guys, well, we are chipping away about halfway through the day. We have about half the pond ripped out. Just like on the top shelf where we found a bunch of extra gravel and everything like that, we have found that same thing down low, but is also 2-inch mixed with pea gravel, so it all mixes together really well. It's sort of hard to dig through. We finally got down to the bottom of the pond, but we have a bunch of water under the pond, so it makes the bottom shelf a little bit tougher to dig on. Also, when the bottom 9 inches of the rock are covered, they look a lot smaller. Once you uncover them, they get a little bit bigger. So we're fabric carrying those out of here. But like I said, we're about halfway through the day. Phenomenal homeowners have brought us some Jersey Mike subs. So we're gonna refuel and keep moving stuff. Let's go. Good morning, day 2. We have the pond ripped out essentially. We got a couple big rocks to still pull out. We brought the machine here to pull those out today, because by the end of the day of fabric carrying all that, muscles were tired. We got about half the liner and everything torn out. This is the general area where our basin's going to go in at. So once we finish this little bit of tear out, we'll get this reshaped, get our blocks, liner, fabric, everything like that put into where you want it to be. And then we got dirt up in the trailer. We'll start wheelbarrowing dirt back here, filling in this hole, and working on reconnecting the stream. Oh, day 3, guys, and it is actually a day where we're gonna feel like we make some progress. So yesterday we did make progress. A lot of groundwater we ran into yesterday. Took a while to get everything mixed together and hard enough where we can compact it to feel comfortable putting our basin in. We got our 9-block basin in, 8 large blocks and a vault, and we are currently getting ready to do our stream. So we have our existing stream up there. We're tie shoveling out that we rebuilt last season, and now we're going to tie it back into the basin we're doing this season. So we got to dig all this stuff out. We got about 22 inches of grade change from where the stream's at now to where our liner's at. So we'll get this dug out, throw a flat piece of liner up in there, build our falls, work on building our basin and rock work around this. We're going to turn this flat little area into a seating spot to put those 2 chairs so they got to look upstream at all the waterfalls, and then also they'll have some water running away from them. We'll have our bib piece put here in the basin, so then water will continue this stream flow look into this corner where it'll drain. And if this thing were to get completely full, our overflow is going to be about 6 inches above the top of our block. So we'll be able to have about a 6-inch pooling section here if this is tippy topped off from rain or something. And that'll make our main waterfall only about 3 inches tall. So this system will sort of have a cool variance to it based off the level of water above the blocks. But even if the water is, you know, as a standard basin being full, just full of the blocks, we'll continue that stream up across top. So Alrighty guys, we are all wrapped up and back to shop from this pond to pondless transformation, and I really think this one turned out pretty nice. The homeowner was looking for something that was going to be a little bit lower maintenance than his pond with all the string algae growing, and a pondless is the perfect solution for that. So we came in, ripped the pond out, put a new basin in, tied that stream into the existing system of the stream, which we actually rebuilt last season, and we're off to the races. Homeowner and his wife really enjoy this area already. They've already spent some time outside trying to figure out the best spots for them to sit at to enjoy the whole area. They love the views from inside of the house, and they're really looking forward to this feature from now on. So let us know what you think about the build down below in the comments. If you want to see more stuff like this, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Click that bell icon so you get updated every time we upload. We have full-length videos every Wednesday and shorts uploaded daily for your viewing pleasure. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.